too bad. Okay, I don't have an intro. I don't even have a laptop right now. And it's Michael and I until Mary gets done doing stuff. So what I tried to do was, here, let me take this off, the power cord off. So I tried to move the studio around. So now I'm facing this way with the Handmade by Robots here and here. And I don't know what I did to the computer, but I screwed it up.
Made a boo-boo.
Yeah, well, at least I can hear you now.
That's good.
So,
I mean, good for me, bad for you, because I can listen to my bullshit. But...
Then I burnt the bacon when I was trying to make all the stuff for tonight. Like I actually.
Oh, come on!
Look it. I have a whole plethora of stuff to try, including. Well, that's the only good thing about being on my phone is I can move around.
That's true.
I got hard-boiled egg. I got imitation crab meat, salami, popcorn.
See, that would look like a
pickles,
good snack plate.
Pretzel. There's your ding dong.
Bing bong for the ding dong.
Yeah.
See, that looks like a pretty good snack tray for a movie until you realize what you're doing with all of it.
Yeah.
And then it just makes me upset.
I know, but I gotta go melt the chocolate because I haven't done that because of the fact that I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to go live. And then they're like, well, just go live on your phone. And then for the first 5 minutes, all I could hear you going was...
Oh, I was just singing corn songs.
Oh, that's awesome. You get a little Got the Life or something like that?
Yeah.
I haven't even melted the chocolate yet. So, I mean, literally a half an hour ago, I just cracked this. Because I was like, today's not going my way.
The best way to deal with things is alcoholism.
Yeah, exactly. At least I only have one in the house, so it's not really going to do much.
Well.
So what's going on, everybody? The intent of this evening is kind of half Valentine's Day and half birthday, because my birthday is actually on Thursday. So thank you for those who have wished me happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Why does my hat look like it's
crooked?
It is on straight, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm sitting. So yeah, so the intention of tonight is to do the chocolate fountain, and if for some grace of God this computer decides to stop doing whatever it's doing, then I'll upload it and I'll have both cameras, and you guys will be able to see everything.
Hooray!
If not, then I'll just have to hold the camera while I do that. So once Mary gets here, actually I think she might be here. Oh, I'm trying to.
Oh, yep. She says she is in. Let her in. Open up the door.
I am here.
It might go back to robot sounds for a few minutes, which is kind of perfect since you're here, Mary.
Beep beep boop boop.
I had to restart my computer to get in, so there you go.
How are the puppies?
Dumb and fun and awesome. But yeah, they about 2:30 is when they start to think they need dinner. So from 2:30 to 4, it is. They drive me crazy, but now they're fed, so they're good.
Good.
You know, Pop-Tart will join us later.
What up, Ghoul? What's up, Mary? So what we're gonna do, because I've been screwing around with this laptop for the last,
going on, guys?
I don't know, 20 minutes or so. No. I take that back. For an hour and 20 minutes. I've been dicking around with this computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the floor kind of over to you guys. So you guys, hi, baby. Hi, Pop-Tart. He loves to come to visit every time.
He does. And the thing is, you think he's interested in what I'm doing. No, he's just looking at the horses. He has no interest in me whatsoever.
Yeah, looks like he wants to be included, but...
He does, maybe a little bit. Just a little bit.
Pop-Tart's like, I smell bacon over here. I know, but I kind of burned it, so... literally, I got windows... It's 20 degrees outside. I got windows open in my kitchen right now, airing it out. Because I was like,
yeah.
What? It's like that. But look, I mean, I moved you guys over here.
Nice. Oh, yes.
Looks all better.
And then... You're here and you're there, so I kind of expanded the space.
Very nice.
And you can see them a little bit better because they're closer to me than before, although I'm sitting right in
Excellent.
front of them now, so that didn't really help. So.
And I am knitting as well at this time. But I ambushed,
Oh, I'm knitting
ambushed
too.
yesterday, and I'm like, I've got new things. So the deal is, Toy Fair, the biggest industry show of the year for us, was supposed to start. Well, I'm supposed to leave tomorrow, and I had the factory do a bunch of hand painted samples so I could show them to retailers. So I spent thousands of dollars on samples, which now I have nobody to show. So I'm like, Brandy, can I come on your show and show some samples?
Well,
Said,
we're lucky because that just means that we're going to need a bigger shelf. Yes, I know we are going to need a bigger shelf. I mean, that just makes it lucky because, you know, I was talking to you last night and you're like, yeah, I've got these mock-ups that were supposed to be for Toy Fair. And I'm assuming that's why a bunch of other different companies were launching releases, like pre-releases of everything in shots today as well, is because it was supposed to start today, is my understanding. So I think that's why everybody's been releasing stuff. So I absolutely love, and I'm very honored to be your platform to do that. And what I can do is I can open it up to you. I still got to warm up the chocolate because I don't think this thing is not really meant to actually warm it. It's just kind of meant to move it. So I got to do that, but I can. I mean, Michael, if you don't mind being in the background, I'll put her up big screen so that they can see her.
Oh, let's not do that. Let's not put me on the big screen.
You don't want to go big screen?
I don't know. Do I? Not really.
Well, if you're going to show stuff, you have to be big screen.
Yeah, if you're going to show off everything, you got to be big screen. I got a hat on too.
Right.
Look, I even got a
All right. Well, okay, so I guess we need a consensus on what I should show first. So, I've got some Harry Potter. I've got Pop-Tart, but you've already seen him. I've got two great ones from The Shining, from Dr. Sleep. I've got the Grady twins and Danny on his tricycle. That's pretty fun. I've got the Mystery Machine. I've got full-size Velma. I have micro Velma. Are you looking at my hat?
If you're going to show off the micro, you got to show off the. You got to be. Big
All right, hit me the big screen. I'm going to show you one right now, which came in and I love.
All right,
so
I'm gonna put you up solo, and I'm gonna go warm up my chocolate.
But then don't leave me on solo for a long time. I'll be terrified.
There you go.
So here is little baby Velma. She's got a little sweater on.
Looks so good.
She's looking good.
Wait, I have a question. Why aren't her glasses square like the big one?
Licensor preference. So we designed them square, and they said they'd rather have them circles. And I said, okay, whatever you want.
Huh. She's still cute, and the blue matches so good.
Pops, yeah. And I think I'll show you full size Velma at the same time. Hold on. Let me get into my bag of tricks.
Your bag of tricks.
So here is full size Velma, and I'll take her out of the box.
Oh.
So I think I told you earlier, they Warner Brothers was very particular about her sweater, the height of her turtleneck and all that stuff. So we went round and round, but she is super cute. One of the things that's hard to see, you can see it on the box art. I'll show you the box art. So she has these little French knot dimples, little freckles. So that's another technique you use in knitting when you're done, is you do little French knots that represent, freckles or whatever you want to do. And then Warner Brothers chose not to paint them. They're just for texture, but here she is. So here is Velma. She has her sensible shoes on. And then she's got her little wrinkles in her sweater and everything. She's got her sleeves pushed up because she's ready for, solving mysteries. But she looks good. And then here, I'll put the
the sweater looks really good.
So this is kind of what you see in the micro versus a full size. A less detail on the micro, but still the characters are very well captured. And then, of course, we don't do the tag on the minis or the micros or the minis because it costs too much, and it's kind of you can't really get it in the packaging.
I love them both. I mean, from the moment you showed me Velma the first time, I thought she was absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Would you like to know what I'm knitting? Because I think it's important. So I'm knitting myself. I knitted the ghost face hat, right? So now I'm knitting myself a leather face hat. So I'm knitting this motif into the hat because I like
because
it.
you didn't up the game enough the last time. Now you got to just like completely blow everything out of the water.
I think I'm going to do a whole series of hats. I'm going to do a Scooby-Doo hat. I'm going to do, but the looks I get with the ghost face hat at the grocery store are well worth doing something different because people look at me like I'm crazy, which I enjoy. So I'm all about it. Let's see what else, Michael. Why don't we talk about you for a minute? Let's get off my giant face and my dirty kitchen and
I've never realized that was your kitchen until just now.
Well, that's the TV in my kitchen, and behind me is the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where I burn toast frequently.
Yeah.
Brandy, are you going to make me smaller, or am I just going to have to run and hide? I guess I'll just hang out. What's next? What do you guys want to see next? You want to see some Harry Potter? You want to see some Danny Torrance on his trike and the Grady twins? What?
The Harry Potter stuff. Looks like someone
I didn't ask
commented
you.
for Harry Potter.
Okay, someone asked it. Okay. Mama J wants to know when she can order the Hocus Pocus ones.
Sorry, I'm doing the chocolate. I just didn't think you guys want to hear it.
Once the photography's done, then GameStop and all those folks can put it up for pre-order. Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter. God, everyone calm down. Well, Landmark Collectibles, they're like, I got my $50 gift certificate, so, I'm all good. And I believe he already placed his order. So, okay, Harry Potter. But now we have many choices in Harry Potter. Should we look at Ron, Harry, Hermione, Dumbledore,
Voldemort,
Hagrid? No, we already looked at Hagrid. Binks, or I don't know.
Yeah, Hagrid is just amazing as far as like the hair goes, and the detail that you have on him is just phenomenal.
Let's look at Lord Voldemort. He's looking a little
Lord
pissed off.
Voldemort.
He was an interesting character because he is so simple. There wasn't a lot of detail. So actually, on the figure itself, the robes are very detailed. It's just they're all one color. We tried to add the snake and Harry the Harry Potter TSM no, because he wasn't to scale, because we would have needed a giant snake in this little figure. But here he is. He's got his angry little eyes. He's just an angry dude.
Same.
But I mean, and you didn't put the nose on him too, which is good because I mean I think you did a fantastic job in making a knit figure look like the character.
Yeah, he was an interesting one, but I like him a lot. We went round and round on him. He has some paint issues, which we're addressing with the factory right now. Because Andrea, who you haven't met, well, we'll get her on a broadcast. She would be terrified to be on here, not unlike myself.
Yeah.
She will. She'll give you the scoop, man. She rides those factories. And then anytime I show her a figure, most people would say, "Oh, it's cute." She's like, I see. No, that's wrong, and this is wrong, and we got to fix this, which I love. So,
yeah, on our list.
Let's see who else. How about?
Sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. As soon as like the stuff melted, then I can go back and.
I know. I'm trying to go slow so you can get your chocolate figured out. Who else do I have here?
I think you listed everyone except the Snape as well.
Snape looks great. Let's do Snape. He's in the bottom of my pile. Michael did give me a lecture earlier about how my microphone makes noise, and I told him that that's just too bad, and that for it's just me in the corner of downstairs. So we're just gonna have to live with the production value that is me.
Hey, it's not as bad now. It looks like it's a little adjusted.
It's because you yelled at me. It's official. Michael has a job now with us. He got an email today saying he has to go through like 87 trainings, which is funny.
Very excited for that.
I'm being
totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Michael, so tell him what you think. I mean, this has all been a whirlwind for you. From December, you communicating with me at Emerald City Comic Con that you wanted a figure.
Yeah, so pretty much, we talked a little bit. I robbed a bank. I paid Mary like 50 grand cash, and now I have a job.
That is not how it went.
No, so pretty much, just, I was the very big Ghostface and Scream fan, and I was looking for the Emerald City Comic Con exclusive, and then the FYE exclusive. I was like dying to get, and we got in touch, and I feel like I don't even remember how things happened at this point because it's just
I think if you didn't, you were trying to find that FYE one, and if you had found it, you would have never reached out to me.
Yeah, that's because I posted the story about it.
Yeah.
Because I went to the store and like the girl at the counter had no idea how to use the register. She couldn't like search for anything. She didn't know how to find inventory or see what stores had it. And the FYE for me is like 45 minutes away.
So somebody
So I was
asked
just
if I'm paying you in figures, and no, but figures are part of the benefits. So here's Snape. Now he's hand painted, so don't look too close. But we're using a glossier paint on the outer robe and on his hair.
The details of him look on like the robe and stuff like that look really, really nice. It's very
That's why I think, when you take them out of the box, they look so good because you would never see this little detail in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks. I mean, you captured his face as well. I mean, Alan Rickman was an awesome actor.
Amazing. Yeah,
and he did that part so well.
I want to get Die Hard so bad because I want to do him. Yeah, we've actually concepted some of those. That's part of my Fox initiative. All right, now what? Now what should I do? Should I knit some more? Should I have some more?
I've almost got it loaded, so.
Yeah, we could do like a knitting hour.
Right? I'm going to finish this hat in the next day or two.
Why don't we show the main three?
Why don't you show them the main three? Just kidding. Okay.
Give me like, come on.
20 hours to get here.
Well, it's not ideal. It's not like what you see on the packaging, but at least it's shooting chocolate everywhere.
Okay, I can't wait.
Oh, did I tell you how many hours the drive actually is?
No.
It's 48 with no traffic.
So you're driving here from Florida.
With a U-Haul. 48 hours.
With your cat. Yeah, great.
With 2 cats.
Oh, that does look good. That doesn't look bad. I mean, it kind of has a little diarrhea action going, but don't think of that when you're eating.
I mean, hey, don't we all?
It's getting better. At first, I thought it was going to fly off the thing, but it settled itself down. So, but at least I have chocolate.
Well, I think you should eat something. I think we should get. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, my dear.
It should be called Geek Meets Robot. Oh. Mary, do you want to pick the first thing I'm supposed to dip?
Yes. Give me.
Okay.
Oh, can I look at your list? You sent me your list.
So this is my.
Oh my. Okay.
This stuff is the bacon.
The hard-boiled egg into the chocolate.
French bread
hard-boiled
pizza.
Egg.
I've got hard-boiled egg.
Oh no.
I've got imitation crab, salami, popcorn chicken, grapes, pickle, cheddar cheese, a cupcake, a macaroon, cinnamon bun, a ding dong in honor of Michael, and cheese puffs.
It's a deviled egg. I want to see it. That sounds disgusting. Let's do it.
It is. Well, it is disgusting, but this is Valen do's and don'ts. So, like if you're going to make a charcuterie plate for your sweetie next Valentine's Day, I am trying the things that you don't have to try. So what will it be, miss?
The egg.
The egg?
Or yes, the deviled egg.
All right.
I'll throw up.
I can't believe I'm even doing this. Although I've had chocolate gravy. And that goes on eggs.
What even is that?
Gravy.
Chocolate gravy?
Yeah, guys, we're getting her in there.
Oh.
Now it's gonna run. Cheers, kids.
I want to die.
That's not that bad. I mean, Caitlin knew that already because she made me eat eggs with chocolate gravy on it, but I'm going back in.
What is chocolate gravy? What is that? How do you make that?
Emily would eat that, is what Rupert said. Geek Meats eats the hero we never thought we needed. Yeah, I'll have to send you guys the recipe for the chocolate gravy. You guys have to try it. Seriously.
The best breakfast a Southern family could have.
Man, this thing is loud though.
So I
live in Florida and I've never heard of that.
Oh, I'm holding the phone the wrong way. All right, Michael, what am I doing now? The dong?
Yeah, pick one. Yeah. Michael.
No, I think the salami because that sounds fucking gross.
Hang on, let me.
Chocolatey meat just does salami.
The salami? Yeah, because you were all gross. Why is everybody so grossed out about the salami? Like that's
chocolate meat
on this,
is just a weird combination.
That's it. I will say this little machine, and this little machine is courtesy of John and Allie. He found it in the garage and wasn't sure if it still worked. Okay, that's not good. Which is weird, you know, like people eat chocolate covered bacon all the time and stuff, so you would think it would be okay. Ugh.
Listen, bacon is like my favorite food. Bacon's like my favorite food, and I don't think I'd ever eat it with like chocolate or any kind of sweets. Just meat and chocolate in general just shouldn't exist together.
Yeah, I chose popcorn chicken too, and I'm not really sure why.
I have a Harry Potter hand painted sample if you guys are interested.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Hand painted sample. You see his little
cute
lightning bolt.
I keep touching my computer to make you go big and stuff.
He's got his little drape of his robe back there.
Sounds like a little hood.
I am terrible at this, but hey, what do you want? It's a free show, people.
Thanks, Umpty. Now I know.
I love his little sweater vest. It looks really good. The lines and everything.
Yeah, he is cute.
I love that you guys like knitted in the little scar too, because that's what makes Harry Potter Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's a little embroidered like whip stitch. It looks like. Oh, here's Pop-Tart again.
Pop-Tart. So, now, how do you decide, like, when you're doing the micros, like, how do you decide which you're gonna make micro and which ones you aren't? Is it the ones that you think are gonna sell the best, or I mean, like Batman's awesome, obviously, and the micros. I want all the micros because I'm obsessed with tiny things. That's
so
what she
it
said.
depends on the design.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't.
What's that, Michael?
I don't know. Brandon said she said, and I was gonna say the same thing, but.
So it depends on the complex. Like I can't do a Sally micro. I want to, but I can't because she's too complex. But I have a Oogie Boogie micro coming, and I just got, which I can show you guys, is the concept today for the Nun micro. It's super fun. So anything I think will translate, look good, painted, because there's the fine details. But like Sally, I could never do because it would look terrible.
Yeah. Well, and that makes sense because it's she's got that the big one, because I saw that, I took that to MI Pops. That big one has so much detail, but it looks so much like the character. Like if you're putting it side to side to the box art, and you're like, wow, like I cannot believe that you can do that and still make it look knitted like you do. That's the crazy part of it all.
Yeah, so when you knit a smaller figure, you usually use smaller yarn. In fact, the hamburger you got, you can see how tiny it is, the tiny the yarn is, because when you're knitting something really small, you use smaller needles and smaller yarn. Can you guys see the micro?
No, it's not showing your screen.
Okay, so stop. Okay, hold on. Let's try that again, people. All right, let's try that again.
We'll buy 99 Barneys. Like Barney the dinosaur?
Oh, that looks good, huh? Don't have a stroke, people. Is it flashing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it almost makes it a little bit more creepy, though. It's pretty creepy looking.
Yeah, that was right from the movie. Yeah, so we won't show her anymore because she's obviously haunting my computer. But yeah, so the micro's just something that we know we can translate super small and it will look good.
Yeah. And so when you showed off the micro mystery machine.
What's that?
Didn't you say you had a micro mystery machine? Did I miss that?
We have one in the works. I don't have the sample. I have the full size sample if you want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me grab that.
Yeah, it looks super good.
I know this is another one that Bobbert is super keen on getting.
Oh, good. Is Bob here?
Yeah,
Is
he
Bob
was
here?
here
I'll
earlier.
show it. Oh, Bob, you're missing out, buddy. So again, this was a hand painted sample. So they forgot to paint 2 of the windows. God bless them, but we'll show it anyway. And they made it. It's a hand, like I said, hand painted, so it's like super heavy, but it looks amazing.
Hand painted by robots.
So they forgot to paint the front window, but we'll give them that.
Oh, Bob's here.
Bob is here. And then the front light, they say this is wrong, right? They forgot to paint that. And then, but the back lights will be glow in the dark and the the front lights will be glow in the dark.
Oh, that's cool. Man.
Yeah, it looks super good, right?
So
yeah, I mean, even with
Killer
the lighting on the side,
Clowns. And Killer Clowns, those of you who've seen Killer Clowns, which I hope is everyone because it's funny as hell, and campy. There's an ice cream truck in Killer Clowns. And the minute we saw this, I thought, I want to do the ice cream truck from Killer Clowns. And it has a giant clown head on the top.
Yep.
And we saw the initial render today, and we've kind of worked through how to fit it all in the box. We're actually going to use a slightly different, same size packaging, but a slightly different blister. But it'll be similar to this size with the clown head on top. So it's very exciting.
That's so cool. And those are in the same size boxes as everything else is, right?
Yep.
You don't have to worry. I mean, because that's one of the things. So, here, let me exit you out of.
Thank you.
So that's one of the things. You're very welcome, Mike. That we were talking about earlier is. So here, see, like this is great because I mean they're almost like completely cubic, and as far as I think they're only 4 inches deep or whatever, but they stack really well. And then these are the bigger boxes here. So we were talking about that. So I wasn't sure if you were going back to that size box for the basically like the mystery machine and those, or if you're going to stay with these over here.
I'm going to stay smaller boxes for a couple of reasons. I think the figures show better because they're closer to the window. Also, the shipping rates are so terrible that I can fit more in a container that way. Retailer requirements have certain number of things they can put on a shelf, so I'm always cognizant of that. And I just think they look better in the tinier, the little bit smaller boxes. It's not very noticeable, but I'm sure you've noticed, Brandy, when you hold them up together. I don't know. I feel like the big boxes are kind of cavernous.
So hang on, I'll grab one of each.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to knitting, but I have more figures. But I'm gonna knit a little bit.
Okay. Let's grab Kirk.
Someone said, "Will the micros all be in the same size boxes?"
Yes, except for Willy Wonka because of his very tall hat. I'm gonna have to make a special box for him.
Okay. So if you guys find these, so I sent one of these out recently. So this box here, and then if you put the new boxes next to it, there's about, I don't know, about a half an inch gap or so.
And I think the depth is similar. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
the depths are the same. They're the same thickness. And then the other way that you can see it is if I put Ghostface in front, they're about a half an inch wider too on the side. So you can see what she's talking about. If you see Kirk, he seems like he's sitting back in the window. And then if you see Ghostface, he's like closer to you.
So interestingly enough, there's so much detail that goes into these figures. One of the details is how the figure is placed in the blister inside the packaging. I'm going to show you Binks. The minute I took Binks, this is a pre-production sample, which means I have time to change things. I was like, why is Binks hiding in the corner of this box? So we need to move Binks over so he shows
Hedwig.
more. But Hedwig, thank you. Look at
Hedwig, yeah.
Yeah, Hedwig is just like hanging out in the corner, and there's all this extra room over here that we need to move him this way.
Yeah,
I love that Hedwig.
He is pretty cute.
See, Mary, this is my problem. Is that every time you show me something, I'm like, ooh, I gotta have that too. Ooh,
It's like your pocket starts like getting warm. Like, ooh, gonna spend that money.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if I was talking to John or who I was talking to the other day when I was explaining it. And I think what I like most about it is anything that you guys put out now, with the exception of if you do another variant of Ghostface, is new. It's something that no one's seen before. It's something that's not on the shelf. So every single time, it's going to be a brand new figure coming out.
Right. So we are adding a new Ghostface tool. We look at Michael. He's like, "Are you sure you be talking about this?"
Oh, I don't care. Go ahead. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's his excitement, not his being nervous. But we're doing the Ghostface with the devil horns.
The devil mask
with the
one.
red face. Yeah, the devil mask one.
Oh yeah, and it's just that's my problem. Is like I keep seeing them, and then there's this new detail, and there's and if you guys have not gone and watched John and Allie's video from the other day, when and John kind of told me about the story from Super Bowl Sunday too, you guys. But if you have not watched that, Mary jumped in and did this awesome bit with John and Allie where she's actually talking, appears to be talking through the Alexa and answering some questions that we still haven't asked over the last two shows with me, where we thought we were hitting all the questions, and then John asked some very good questions. So the box size that came into play, the different blisters. So if you go out to get 1, 2, 10, and 11 have the front and back clamshell. And then the new ones have the 3-sided.
Yeah, and I may go back to the 2-sided clamshell for the ice cream truck just so I can fit more in the box physically.
Okay.
Yeah, so it depends on the figure. But there's so much that goes into these. I mean, the design part is the fun part, right? And Justin does an amazing job. I mean, that guy is money. I think you guys probably all know of Archie McPhee's. Everyone knows Archie McPhee and some of the fun toys they make.
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So they do like the yodeling pickle, and it's the company, the wholesale company is called Accoutrements. But if you go to archiemcphees.com and look around, they make the greatest stuff. They make unicorn band-aids and bacon band-aids and all sorts of fun stuff. But their designer, Kurt Hanks, no relation, I don't think. He is starting to design for us part-time underneath Justin, and he's following Justin's lead. And he's been coming up with amazing stuff. But we need designers that have done 3D. See, wrapping paper. Yeah, they have all sorts of great stuff. I love their stuff. So yeah, if you haven't gone to Archie McPhee's, check it out. But he's starting to do designs for us.
Check them out. And my pop says I can't stop talking about the micros. They just got their micros in. They are the first store that got the micros. So if you're in the Metro Detroit area, please head over to MI Pops. You can get your micro Batman. Where's mine?
So yeah, we have him on the website, but he's the only one that has them in store. You should invite him on. I want to hang with him. Nick, you should come on.
You're not lacking in any detail with the micros at all.
Yeah, they're super.
No,
nice.
We try to keep that cute little floppy feel, and you got the hamburger, right? So you know what a little squishy thing looks like, So we try to pack all those details in there.
So actually, this is the best camera because I'm on my phone tonight, unfortunately. But you can kind of, there's even detail in the Bat logo itself, and then you've got the movement and the lines in his cape.
Yeah, I love the bottom of his cape. There's
the bottom of the cape looks really nice.
Cape. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of micros,
can we invite Nick? I want Nick from My Pops in. I want Nick.
You want Nick to come on?
Yes, I want to hear all about what's happening in the store because he's had tons of the figures in for a week now, and I want to know all about it. I mean, I'm all about knowing what the fans think.
No, I'm showing off my burger.
Oh, your burger! I love that thing. I love
having like the same setup. That's fine.
I was like,
now you didn't get.
I was like,
you didn't get. I didn't add tomatoes for you. I hope that's okay, but I could add tomatoes or pickles or whatever you want.
No, it's I think that's pretty much what I have on it. Michael, can you shoot over the link in case they want to join?
Yeah.
How about I'm just inviting people to your show?
I don't care. I can put up to 10 people on there. But you did say pickles. Let's try chocolate dip pickle.
Oh, let's do pickles.
Hey, should we just have a giant party, invite everyone?
Anybody who wants to go. Okay, she's look, it looks better now. Hang on, I'll get you guys look at her.
Oh my, it looks great, man. That's percolating.
Yeah, John and Ellie coming in with the fun gifts. I have a salad shooter too. We're working on revving up the engine though, so we can shoot things a little bit farther.
I've got 2 comments for the people in the chat. Sassy, I'm waiting on some more t-shirts and then I'll send you your t-shirt. And Nadia for GameStop. I think they'll be at GameStop Canada as well. I don't know. I just know that I shipped to 3 different warehouses. I shipped to Louisville, I shipped to Grapevine, and I shipped to York, Pennsylvania. So you got a good shot, but I can't guarantee where they're going to end up. But they'll be online for sure. Poor GameStop. They're so behind on getting stuff.
I just
oh no, Sassy. Oh look what we've done to Brandy.
What are you seeing this? Like, seriously, chocolate and pickle. That was not good.
Let's do one more. Brandy, what else you got?
Hey, Ross. Does a salad
What
shooter?
is a salad
Yes,
shooter?
John, it does work. I'm taking it up to one day. Gonna try and like remove the governor on it so that we can rev it higher and trying to like really shoot stuff.
What is a salad shooter? What is that?
What? How old are you? Come on, man.
You know
I'm
what a salad
29.
shooter is? It's like you load the veggie in the top and then it slices it. You like put it over your phone, it slices it, so you don't have to do any work.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That sounds cool.
You need to YouTube that later.
Oh, gross.
What is that?
Imitation
This
crab.
is imitation crab meat, Mary.
Oh my god.
This is the last of what I think are going to be the gross things. Or the pizza might not. But this is... I'm going to get this because in case this makes me throw up.
Okay, good. Get it down now.
So if I go microphone and camera dark, it's because I'm in the bathroom.
What are you doing?
Cheers, kids.
Oh.
Shockingly not bad.
Really? Ugh.
The worst has been the pickle.
I just the thought of putting it in my mouth would make me like vomit. So good for you for being better than I.
It's one of those things where it's the thought of it is what was getting me because it's fish, you know, and but that wasn't bad. Like if I had to rate what I tried, the egg was pretty good. The crab was okay. The salami not as good. The pickle is the worst thing I've put in my mouth. Besides Silkworm.
So Nadia, you talked about Walmart. They have them in store. There's about 1,000 stores that have the Handmade by Robots figures. For some reason, some are just online, but everything that they have a bunch of figures in store. Again, their distribution's messed up too. They're not in any of the stores near me.
Yeah, I haven't found them in any of the stores near me, and I stopped at every Walmart. I've been hitting every FYE. I've been hitting every Walmart, looking for if I can find them. It's like the thrill of the hunt now. It's like that's the thing.
Right.
I can see them more. Obviously I know MI Pops has them, so I can. That's easy though. I can go down there and pick them up whenever I want to. So that's
Is
not
Nick coming on? Why am I so obsessed with Nick from My Pops?
What'd you say?
I said, why am I obsessed with Nick? I might have a little crush on him, so he might need to join us. Just because I want to find out what's going on in the store, man. I want to find out.
Yes, the link.
What time? They're probably still open.
Oh, bummer.
If you've got a store full of people, then he may not be able to.
Yeah. Noted.
They open later in the day, like at 1 usually. So they're because people come in the afternoon and evening, but yeah, it is absolutely amazing, and so I've been trying to find you guys in other places as well, just because.
Brandy, you sound like a robot right now. I don't know if it's just me, but you very robot-y.
Yeah, well, you're that's why he had you, but they only had 2. So that's where I picked up the fix in it.
Yeah, it's robotic for me too.
Oh, look, John's here. John is amazing.
John says he said every part.
John, I sent 6 figures to your guy for the autism auction. And if anyone else has any charities that they have, like an auction, you want to throw a couple of figs our way, just reach out to Michael or I. We'll get it done for you. I guess now Michael and I are going to carry the show because Brandy. So anyway, I'm going to sing a song.
Brandy's frozen
I would never do that. I think Pop-Tart. It's a Pop-Tart show now. Let's face it.
Yeah. It's funny because even though he's looking at the horse, he's looking like at the screen, like, "Hey, what's going on over here?"
Well, he's a little obsessed with me too, so I gotta admit he's probably up here to see me as well. How about I show another figure while our good friend Brandy figures out her situation. So I am personally obsessed with these two. So we have Warner Brothers. We don't have the Shining license. That's got issues. But we have the Dr. Sleep license. Why is Michael shaking his head?
Oh, just it sounded better, but it was still staticky.
So these two are very different for us because they don't fit the normal form factor of the size of the figures. So I had to make the figures slightly smaller, but they're so worth it. This is our good friends, the Grady twins.
They look so good.
They're very naughty
kids
ladies.
Ever.
Right?
Oh, you're fixed. That sounds better now.
So I'll grab those. This one, of course, cost me way more to make, so don't tell anyone at my company that.
Just in case they're watching.
Just in case, which I doubt, but that's okay. You never know. But here are the Grady twins. And then here's the back. And then we've got Danny on his tricycle. Here's Danny.
He looks so good. I love that one.
He does look good.
And then I'm gonna recreate the movie for you right now. Go! Okay, that was it. That's all I got.
Somebody clips that. I guess I should clip that.
This one smells like factory paint, so I'm high now. What else? Brandy, what else are you going to eat? Are you recovered enough?
Did I go out again?
No, you're good. We can hear you.
Okay.
Actually, you sound way better now.
Yeah, you sound way better.
So what do you mean to try next? French bread pizza covered in chocolate?
Whatever's the most disgusting. I just like the disgusting.
It actually doesn't. I feel like that wouldn't be as bad. What are the other options?
I would think this. Although it's been sitting here for about 20 minutes, so now it's like kind of hard. That's what she said. Michael, those are all for you. I'm saving the dong for last.
That's what she said.
Oh, I just shot chocolate all over me.
That doesn't look that bad.
Something about chocolate and sausage just does not go together. And pepperoni. The bread's okay.
What kind of chocolate is in your fountain?
Mary was worried that I was going to puke. Obviously, you haven't watched some of the old shows. I literally.
I was a little amazed at the last one where it was, I think yesterday on Valentine's Day, you were eating like some like expired snacks. I was like, whoa.
Oh, the one that I did with the silkworm pupa, and I stir fried those because Mom said, if I send them to you, will you eat them? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I thought they were going to be crunchy because I've eaten crickets and they were crunchy. No, these were in liquid. They smelled like something died. And so the only thing I could think of to do was to stir fry it with rice and some vegetables and soy sauce and stuff like that. And then I got way too much silkworm pupa and not enough rice and vegetables to cover the flavor. And it was like eating the worst raunchy seaweed that you ever had in your life. And then that was it. I almost lost it.
I have a request, Brandy. Stop saying the word pupa because that just is. If you said moist pupa, then I'm out.
Moist pupa covered in ointment. Ugh.
Oh, stop it! Really.
So, Mary, what's out of all the ones that you got coming out? What's your favorite one that you've done?
Out of the ones I just looked at, or just in general?
No, I mean, like so all the ones that you've gotten in, like the new ones. So, I mean, I know which ones are my favorites of the ones that I've gotten so far, which is Ralphie and Sloth. But like, out of the new ones that are coming out, I'm super excited for Valen coming out. I'm super excited for Harry Potter, that whole line. But like, if you had to pick one, like that out of the new ideas that you've come out with that you have tonight, which one is your
Sorry about that. I would say I'm still the most excited about the Mystery Machine because that's the first time we've done that form factor, and it's leading to all sorts of other fun things, other form factors. Like I just put in for the Batmobile from the original TV show.
Ooh.
Yep. And what else? We have some other fun vehicle type stuff we're doing. So I just think it's super cool.
Ice cream truck.
The ice cream truck from Killer Clowns. Yep. So
yeah,
I think the Mystery Machine is my favorite.
That's coming out is not the Batmobile. I mean, the one from the 70s TV show, that original one with the red striping on it and everything, that's the Batmobile.
Yeah, I think it was the 60s, like 66, I think. I can't remember. And then I'm also going to do a Robin figure. I don't care what people think. I'm going to do a little Robin in his tights.
Ooh,
I'm very excited for that.
Michael, what is your little guest that you have there tonight?
Oh, this is Gary. This is my son.
Wow, this is news to me.
It's my little buddy.
That's your little buddy?
Yeah,
well,
11.
I think every time I use my microphone because the burger, the way I have the burger. Hang on, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can flip the camera around. It's looking at me.
It does have eyes. I did put eyes on it.
Oh, that's cute.
I hope it's not terrifying.
No, that is amazing. Lion King set is amazing. I agree. That one's gonna do well. This was so cute.
Yeah, I think collectively, just everyone thinks the Mystery Machine is going to be like the coolest one. I mean, I'm like a massive Ghostface and Harry Potter fan. Those are like my two big things in life. But I think I'm most excited for the Mystery Machine, except for the Devil Ghostface might be like my number one. But I think the Mystery Machine looks really cool.
So there is a surprise, Brandy, in your latest order, and there is a surprise in John's latest order, and I'll leave it at that.
You put a surprise?
I want a surprise.
I love surprises.
No, you'll be here soon enough, Michael. You'll get all sorts of stuff.
I don't know how you top the burger and if you know. So I wore this hat on purpose for you, Mary, so you can see how much of a dork I am. So when I went to NASA.
Oh, very nice. Yep.
This is my dork hat because we got on the plane and I was sitting there waiting and I mean I had like normal clothes on, like jeans and a t-shirt, but I had a NASA t-shirt on. So this person comes up to me and goes, "Oh, are you an astronaut?" I'm like, "Do I look like an astronaut?"
Like, yeah.
I'm 6'3". I can't even fit in the capsule.
So you're like, "Are you an ass?"
I'm an ass. Not an astronaut. Sadbone says, I'm collecting Scooby, Harry, and I guess whatever else I can possibly buy.
So we've got some of the smaller retailers. You know, we sell obviously Diamond Comics is our main distributor into the smaller retailers, and then we just got Entertainment Earth finalized today, so we should be able to get in a lot more mom and pops through them, and Diamond, of course, as well. So that's exciting because I love being in the the grassroots stores, or I mean, what keeps the business going are the big invoices I do, but what I'm more excited about is all where you guys buy all your stuff.
So where are you seeing like the biggest trending of the states where you're seeing like sales increase? Besides Fresno, California, and Romeo, Michigan.
California, we do a lot. There's a bunch of people in California besides Fresno, California, that have been.
I can tell you right now.
We have a lot back east. Florida is big. But yeah, but that for the individual orders, I see a lot there.
That's good. I was just like, I'm trying to figure out because I don't know what happened. So, I mean, I have TikTok, but some of my TikTok videos, and then I put up the same video that I put up on Instagram, and this one hit, I think it's over 700 views now on it. Which is crazy because I was like, what? And all I did was hashtag you guys, but I've seen like the trending of that going up as far as the hashtag. So I was like, where is this, like, are the little fires catching on, and is it spreading, in different places? And if it was the East Coast, West Coast.
Brandy, you're just trying to catch up. You're the genesis of it all. So, you're like this, you just like spread out all these tentacles of handmade by robots, and I love it. Yes, full on Pop Attack. I Want This Stuff is buying direct from us now. We're going to be shipping their first order here, I think, tomorrow.
I missed that. Sorry. What'd you say?
In the chat there, somebody asked about, he said, I heard I Want This Stuff buys from you now, and that is correct. They are now buying direct, and their first order goes out tomorrow, I believe.
Absolutely. And then, Nick and Brian, they're absolutely where I saw them the first time. And well, unbeknownst to me, second time technically, but that's where I saw him, and that's exactly what lit my fire. And then I just fell in love with him so hard that I decided to reach out to you guys on Instagram and see if you guys would be willing to come on, because I hadn't remembered that Eric had one a year ago, that I was like, these are new. I haven't seen these before. Oh, I gotta get them all. Bringing tentacles, that image. Oh, Caitlin, just you wait till we get you to Vegas, dear.
So speaking of tentacles, I think John's on here, probably Allison too, but he had asked me about Goonies, because in there was a special on kind of the making of Goonies, and they had this octopus in the movie. So I went in and did try to find assets for the octopus, and there was only one scene where the octopus was kind of in it. So I didn't have enough to actually make that figure. Enough support from WB either. So there you go.
Yeah, they cut it all out. There's only one part in the movie, the final cut of the movie, where you can see a tentacle, and that's it. They completely cut the whole octopus scene out of it, and to go to the other ending, which is the ship's breaking through and sailing away.
So we've had a lot of customers from the UK want to order stuff or buy stuff over there. So I've just asked for my WB contract to include the UK. It includes Australia, New Zealand right now, US and Canada, but we've asked to expand to the UK and the EU. But I've added 5 properties. I've asked to add 5 properties. Would you like to know what they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. Are you seeing more of an increase in like European sales?
Oh yeah,
it's in Paris, and so you got
right.
this thing going with the UK. So, is it your
guys'
intention to completely?
No, let's not do that, Michael.
Globally, are you like looking to go into like the Asian markets and China and Japan and everything else? Are you already there? And I just didn't know.
We have US and Canada, obviously, for all our licenses. We have worldwide on Leatherface. I also, King Bob, I looked for the Willie ship assets too. I'm working on that. We have the worldwide rights for Ghostface and Leatherface. MGM, I only can get US and Canada. I guess there's a separate deal for the other countries that's hard to get around. But yeah, so I've expanded my WB one to hopefully include the UK and EU. And then I added 5 properties. I added Ted Lasso. I don't know how they'll translate, but I love that show. I added Batman, the original series, and then the original, TV show. I added Peacemaker, the TV show, because we were able to do Peacemaker from the movie, but not from the TV show. I can't remember. I added, what did I add, Michael?
I'm trying to think too. I mean, there's just so much all at once. It's tough to.
I'm going to step away for 2 seconds and I'll be right back, you guys. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And see, this is like this is what I'm trying to hit home to everybody, is that, and is, even though you guys have been, in the loot crates and you've been in GameStops and stuff last year, you are catching fire now. So if you guys want to get in on, the original stuff that a lot of us did not have the opportunity to do with Funko or Legos or G.I. Joes or whatever it is that you want to collect, get in now. You can still get the originals. You can still get Stay Puft. You can still get Toasted Stay Puft. You can still get Glow Slimer, the limited edition ones. And you can, if you go, Root Crew found a whole bunch of Silver Ghostface. But it's, if your heart and soul is into this product like mine is, then this is the time to get in there, because you can still get the originals. And then 5 years from now, there's 2,000 of them that we all have, and my room is completely full of these boxes from floor to ceiling like it is now. We'll look back and say, look, I have the original. Mary and I had this whole conversation because I did a video yesterday and I was shocked that when the person sent me the Hannibal Lecter, it was actually the older box. And John and I have been discussing this for the past couple of days about that. It's about the figures themselves, but I can tell you this is, as much as I don't like to watch horror movies because all I do is whine and hide my face, I'm collecting their horror stuff because the horror stuff is cute.
Yeah, I've been hearing about a lot of, like, I've been going through and watching a lot of YouTube videos, and it's pretty much all the same kind of thing. Like, people are collecting stuff they don't even normally like just because, like, they think the figures are cute and they like the way they look.
So I just want to make sure I make a promise to all you guys too, is we're going to keep this grassroots. We're never going to become so big that we don't talk to you. I'm not going to have, I doubt we'll ever make 2,000 different figures. I mean, I'm a collector. I want to keep it fun. I want to keep it authentic. I don't want to do anything I don't like. I just want to make sure we're always in touch with you guys. I had to laugh. John made Peacemaker. Yeah. So we have a retailer who is working on an exclusive. I can't say who or what the deal is, but we are working on a Peacemaker exclusive with a certain retailer, and there will be another figure in the box with it, and that's all I can say.
Yeah. And everybody's talking about, and I don't know who this person is, the full-on Pop Attack. I'm not trying to take anything away from I want this stuff. I've absolutely admitted since day one that that's where I saw them the first time. The relationship that we've developed with Mary and Michael and Mike since that time has grown from me reaching out to them and them on the show. So I'm absolutely not trying to take anything away from I want this stuff. Brian and Nick are great guys. Mary and Michael are on their 500 episodes. So I don't know who you are, but I want you to know I very much appreciate that they're the ones who, and I give them full credit for being the ones who got me started on Handmade by Robots. But we've developed, everybody that's on screen right now has developed relationships and friendships beyond them just coming on the show. I mean, we talk, and I just sent Mary a package of goodies as well. So Michael, I'll find something to send to you, I promise.
So one of the notes just about
I might have to send you one of these caramel ding dongs over here.
You know what? I've never seen those in person, so maybe.
I saw those today and I was like, ooh, I'm like, because chocolate on chocolate on chocolate might be a little bit much. So that's why I picked the caramel ones. But
so our HMBR.site, which is where you can go see all the figures and order the figures, we're doing that more as a brand statement so that you guys can see the professional photography and, you know, exactly what we have coming up. And I just wanted to, and we're going to expand on that quite a bit more. But our number one partners retail isn't my site or the HMBR site. It's the, you know, I want this stuff. It's, you know, my pops. It's the retailers that are helping push the brand out way better than I could. But that is more of a brand statement for us, for people to come and go, oh, yeah, look at all this cool stuff. Now, where can I go get it? That's why we'll never do pre-orders on the site, because I don't want to interfere with my customers' businesses. So if they want to do pre-orders, go to town. We'll just make sure that we showcase all of our products there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try a chocolate dipped cheese puff.
Okay. Good luck with that.
That's probably not going to be that bad. I feel like that actually be kind of good, probably.
Salty and chocolate. Yeah. Not bad.
Like with the texture on the chocolate, I feel like that'd be.
Cool. Yeah, because I got the milk chocolate. I think the dark chocolate would not be good. The milk chocolate works with this. I'm like, I have the weird thing that I do in the movie theater is when I get popcorn. Hi, Fenway. I get Reese's and I get Reese's Pieces. I dump them in my popcorn, so I have that sweet and salty thing. And that's kind of what you have going on with the cheese puff and the chocolate. Actually, that's pretty good. That's in the top 3 so far.
So I think it's interesting what John said in there. Don't get them from Amazon. He sent me pictures of a box because he ordered something from Amazon. They put it in the envelope, and then it looks like
order
the truck
from Amazon anymore for these because he's had bad luck and I had bad luck. I mean, they did make up for it, but still, Amazon, they don't care about shipping to collectors.
Well, I think it's so, you know, if you're on there as a retail partner or a fulfillment partner, they put the product in whatever envelope or box is the most efficient to ship in. They don't give you a lot of choice. I know that I have one partner on there who decided to stop doing it because they were getting so much damaged goods because they kept putting them in envelopes and shipping them. And I hate it. I hated it. They came like that. It was terrible.
I actually, I know which company it was that order was from. I actually reached out to Mike Cap because we were talking to that company, and they're gonna hopefully fix that situation permanently.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. But that's tough to do if you're a vendor on Amazon.
That's what's weird though, because almost every other company, because I used to order pops all the time on Amazon, and they'd always ship them in boxes. It's weird that they shipped it like in an envelope or box that's almost the same size.
As you know, back in the day, they all used to ship in boxes, and then Hot Topic started shipping in bags, and I've got stuff from Box Lunch in bags because I know that they're owned by the same company. And who else have I had? Walmart and Amazon stopped using any sort of protection around them, so they just ship them. I got 2 Star Wars pops today, pre-orders from Amazon, and there was 0 protection on one of them. The other one was in a sorter.
Yeah.
I had Walmart ship me a product just in the sorter. They slapped the label on the sorter, did not even tape the sorter shut, and shipped it to me.
They just don't know better. That's why I'm, Shar is super careful packing everything up, and I make sure she's the bubble wrap queen and the foam queen, and she's having a good old time doing it. So,
yes, well, and we know Shar packs well because that's why I sent Shar gifts too.
Good. She, the UPS guy came today, and he's just like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "Hey, dude, I said, well, go to our website, pick out a few." So I've got the UPS guy hooked in too. So,
oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Is there anything else I haven't shown you? I haven't shown you.
A lady? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
said, who's the beautiful ladies up there? I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, Eric.
I love Eric. Eric's a good guy.
I'm beautiful.
Okay, let's see. What haven't I shown you? Dumbledore, you've kind of seen. I do have Ron and Hermione. If you're interested,
show us now.
Where did Hermione go? Hermione, where are you? What has happened?
This is extra cheddar cheese. Oh, by the way, I did ask Lisa, and she told me I am not ever to do this. And it doesn't matter what gets dipped into it. She does not like chocolate and fruit.
And fruit? What? That's the best combination.
I'm like, well, you don't have to just fruit. Oh, I didn't try the popcorn chicken.
Appreciate that, King Bob.
All right, what you got to show us, girl?
This is a hand-painted sample of Ron. I'm not going to take him out of the box because I'm too lazy. But there you go. But here is Ron. And this is where I was saying about the French knots on his cheeks to represent his freckles. You kind of see them in there.
He's so cute.
Look at his hair, too.
He's adorable.
He is very cute. And then Hermione. Let's see Hermione. I have no room left. What has happened to me? What is happening? This again, hand painted sample, and I'm gonna fix. I don't like her eyes. The paint is too heavy. And there's a couple other issues, but again, this was for Toy Fair, so whatever.
Do you think her hair needs to go a little bit darker too?
They picked this color out, so I'm gonna match it up to the PMS samples and make sure it's right. But they went lighter on her hair. So
really,
yep.
Well, I mean,
Again,
if that's like younger, she was like lighter hair when she was younger, and then it got darker as they aged.
So interestingly enough, we have to pick exactly what movie we're making the character out of. So so that's all Andrea's doing. So whatever movie we pick, and that's listed on the box, that's kind of the era they're from. The sisters are here, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
There's let's make Andrea join us just for a minute, because she'll be terrified. Come on, Andrea. I know it's not my
she
right.
wants to come on. She can come on too.
Andrea and Jen. Make Jen the sisters come on. The sisters used to work for me at my old company.
Oops.
I just sent Andrew the link. On Teams, if you want to.
So when I was able to start hiring people, I hired Andrea first, and then Jen went to work for our rep company, and she works very closely with Mike Cap. God bless her.
I love Mike Cap. I love his personality, and he's another one that he's been. All three of you guys have been super supportive of people who are posting things to social media, and he likes that. He likes posts and pictures and videos and everything else, and it's just that's what makes you guys so personable. And I think that is the biggest thing of why people are stepping on on the products too, is because of the she decided to come here.
We're true fans. We really are. Oh, the sisters. Oh, look, here's Andrea. They've got Harry Potter tattoos. They take all their vacations there. Andrea, show yourself. Andrea.
I can see her. So.
Oh, there's the
I can
sisters.
see you now.
There. Hi, guys.
So Andrea
So happy
in
to
the
finally
green.
meet you guys.
So Andrea in the green
And they have matching sweaters.
That is my project manager, and then Jen on the right is the one that has to terrifyingly work for Mike Cap.
Yep.
But Andrea's the
Doors.
one who I was showing them samples earlier, Andrea, and they were like, "Oh, it's cute." I go, "Yeah, but Andrea hates the paint," and she's gonna yell. Yeah, every time I show her a sample, instead of "Oh, it's cute," she's like, "I hate this and I don't like this, and we're gonna fix this." So she's very dialed in.
So are you
would you
still in
show
the
them?
office, or are you home right now?
I'm home. I actually live in Ohio.
Oh, you live in Ohio?
Yeah.
So yeah, they
where
brought
out? Because I'm just north of Detroit.
Take them upstairs to your
Washington courthouse. Which
So they-
is a half hour south of Columbus.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So
I
bought
lived
their family
near
bought
Toledo for about a year and a half.
their family bought an old schoolhouse and they're renovating it. It's like 7,000 square feet. It's so cool. But Andrea, is it terrible that I want you to show your Harry Potter tattoos?
Oh, no, I'll show them.
You have Harry Potter tattoos?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have.
Oh,
Oh, that's sick.
that is sick.
I don't remember what year. I think it's this year.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. I'm sure you guys I can guarantee you that some of my butt crack would probably show.
So as you can see, all my Harry Potter needs are covered with those two. They know everything
Yes.
they need to know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Because then I have Harry
are
Potter
you
wands
just
on
in
me.
as in love as all of us are with these products? I mean, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
you have to be to work for you guys. I mean, to be in love. Michael went on social media and it was like, if I hit so many likes, I get to go work there. So I was like sending out to everybody, like, go like this. I wanted him to get a job.
Oh yeah, we love it. I have my little collection. I'm missing some.
That was a hint to me.
Yeah.
Send me my samples.
Pretty much. But no, Andrea and I talk all day long. We have a meeting every morning at 8 a.m. and we go through stuff. And then like today, Tuesday, we have our meeting with the designers and we go through all of our next renders that we need and all that. So it's like I said, it's not just we draw something cute and make it. There's so many steps.
Lots of stuff in the background going
10
behind
meetings a day.
doors.
Yeah.
So you guys are like literally all spread across the country too. So that I didn't know that. I thought you guys were all. I thought that, as you call them sisters, I thought they were out in Washington with you.
Andrea did live here and then the whole family booked it to Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never been to Washington. I've always wanted to come out there. I have Ross and Teresa Newell are out there, and then I'd like to go out and visit them and kind of because I've always wanted to go to Seattle. I've always wanted to go to the fish market, and I know that's like the touristy thing to do. But I've always wanted to go out there. Don't you guys have the tree that's overgrown the VW bug or something too that looks like a monster? Isn't that in Seattle?
Maybe under the bridge, the Fremont Bridge, perhaps. I don't know.
Well, I know that there's the
it was in a
troll with
movie, and I
the
thought it was in Seattle, and I thought there was
V-dub.
like a VW bug, like a yellow one or something like that, and then the roots have grown over the top of it, so it looks like it's like clawing it. And I was
It's a
thinking about
troll.
like if you guys wanted to do something from home state where you know wasn't licensed, I was thinking if you guys could find that would look super cool knitted because there's like a face almost that's been almost like carved into the tree. I'll have to find a picture of it.
Okay,
I think
good.
you're thinking about the Fremont troll underneath the bridge. He actually has I think it's a VW bug in his hand.
I think you're right.
Yeah, then
I
maybe
think you're
that's
right.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else are you gonna eat, Brandy?
What else?
Okay, I'm leaving.
What else am I gonna eat?
Bye. Yeah. What else are you gonna eat?
Nice meeting you.
I still have to do the popcorn chicken. It's just not heated now because it's noisy.
Oh,
Not
yeah, I
bad.
see what you mean.
Chocolate
That
chicken
thing's
is not
huge.
bad.
Really? I thought that'd be like one of the worst ones.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I think the cinnamon roll is going to be okay. This is a French macaron with raspberry.
Macron.
Macaron. Ooh, that's good. I think I've eaten all the gross stuff, Mary.
As well, you should. Better than me. All right, I have nothing else to show, so I'm just going to
Except the
participate in
dong.
knit. Oh, the dong.
Ha ha ha.
Dong's a big deal.
This is how Caitlin and I usually are.
I love that. I think Brandy is just describing her old car. That's pretty funny.
Seattle, the worst town I've ever been to. That's one of John's key phrases.
Oh, God.
You'll have
I'm
to
actually
tell you
super
the
excited
story
to,
of
like, get
why
out there
he hates
and
Seattle.
check out that
Michael's
whole area.
never been here, and he's moving here, so that should be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's always been, like, my dream place to live, too, which, even though I've never been there, it's, like, my, like, number one, number two on my list, so.
I'm so having fun with this thing.
Is there anything else you guys want
Oh,
to ask
there
me?
we go.
Because I am getting all knitting focused, so I will need some guidance.
It's hard to see you with this camera because I can't flip it around.
Yeah, that gum alley, John, is disgusting. I hate it. Ugh.
There is
I've actually put a piece of gum up there, but it's
chewed
gross.
gum. like millions of pieces. It's an art alley.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting, but everyone does it.
Well, I mean, why? Well, I guess it doesn't break down, so at least that's what they say.
It's Seattle. We don't know why.
Although, I guess if that whole adage that gum stays in your stomach for 7 years was true, I should have probably died when I was a kid because all I did was swallow my gum.
I've seen people like on YouTube go and take pieces. I don't know if it was that exact area, but take pieces off and like eat it just to be gross.
That's not right.
We had a tree
Any
like
other
that at our high
snort
school.
type marker?
Brandy, you're in charge, so just tell me what you want. But I have completely lost all focus except for this Texas Chainsaw hat.
Caitlin has a question for you.
Cryptids. Yes. So we can show you the Krampus, which is amazing. And then we have a Bigfoot coming. And we're going to do a Northwest version of the Bigfoot, not a Yeti, because we have a Yeti coming from Scooby-Doo, one of the villains. Right now, the only Stitch one we've done is okay, so that's interesting. I don't think I have it here. It's in my office at work. We did a, who else is in Stitch? I can't remember. What's the other character in Stitch's name? The girl.
Leela?
Yes. So we did her and she's done. Her tooling's done and everything, but I just didn't get any retailer orders. So I still think I might do it just to heck with retailers and just put it up on the site because it's super cute. And I love that it's, I would like to be able to sell them as a pair. So let's see, can I show you, do you have access to Krampus? Or do I need to show it?
I don't have it on my laptop.
I think you showed us the concept art on the first time you were on.
Okay, I'll show it again. Hold, please.
But you can show it again because there's new people in here that I'm sure haven't seen it.
Krampus. Let's see.
Angel from Stitch.
Okay, that's a good one. Write that down, Michael. Michael, write that down.
Oh, I've been working this whole time. I'm sure everyone can tell here and there. I'm like looking down, doing stuff.
All right, let me find Krampus. That's not where it is. Okay, Krampus, where did you go hiding? All right, so here's Krampus. And I like the unlicensed stuff just because we have free reign, right? We can do whatever we want. So let me share this. Hopefully you can see it. There you go.
That is so creepy.
You look so sick.
I know, right? John has sold one.
Excited for all the cryptids.
2 boys in a pop.
No, Eric, it's holding
The baby's in his arms. And then we're going to do a metallic on the cuffs, the manacles, and the chain. Because why not? But any other non-licensed ones you guys think of, like Mothman or any of those, I'll do any of those.
He's awesome. I think this is one of the coolest things. Like when you see these renderings with the button idea, is that there's so many different buttons that you can use that provide more personality to whatever you're doing.
Right.
Like the blue square ones for Velma, the full size Velma. The yellow for him, it just makes him look more creepy with yellow eyes.
Right.
The blue eyes for Superman. He's got blue eyes.
Yeah, so there's Krampus. He's a terrible person. No, I don't know if he's terrible or not, but he will make sure that you behave in a future rendition of your life. So yeah, he's looking kind of mean. That poor kid, his little frown face. And that's directly from Justin. If you guys have seen Justin's art, he likes to make creepy things cute.
Dave, Big Dog Dave wants to know, can you make me as a clone? No one would buy it, but I'd get 50 of them.
So we are going to do a contest at some point where you guys enter and then somebody wins that Justin will draw you as a handmade by robot.
That's
now,
cool.
but we won't necessarily make it unless you want to pay the $4,000 for tooling, which I doubt you will. But yeah, so we'll have a drawing of a handmade by robot for you, so you can say you're on deck.
Are you gonna take any of these that, because you have the drawings, are you ever gonna put some of those on shirts, so, like if someone wants to buy their favorite character?
We don't have licenses. We only have license to do the vinyl figures, right? Well,
Okay.
with most licenses. So we can't do anything t-shirt wise or whatever. Now we could do fun stuff with our brand, and we are working on, like I think I told you before, Robot 283362. It looks amazing. Justin drew him. He's fantastic. So that will be coming out soon. Garden Gnome, I love that.
Yeah, Garden Gnome, that's a good one.
That's
John
funny.
says
That's
you're not
funny,
far
John.
from Gene Simmons with that tongue.
Yeah, true that. I have every Star Trek Garden Gnome in my house, or in my garden outside, so they're all hanging out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, in college I actually absconded with someone's Garden Gnome for a couple of days. We took it all over, took Polaroid pictures, and then put them in a photo album, and then put the Garden Gnomes back and left them a gift wrap photo album of where we took it.
That's great. That's really fun.
Mom, you didn't hear that, earmuffs. 5-year rule, Mom. That's our rule that we started probably in our 20s, is as long as something happened more than 5 years beforehand, my parents didn't yell at us for it anymore.
I did something as a kid that my parents found out about like 30 years later, and they were still pissed at me. But I was pretending. I used to get in the car in the driveway and pretend to drive to Disneyland, and they had the 3 on the Tree car. And I mean, I had to be all at 5 or 6, and they didn't. And so I didn't accidentally shift the car, and I felt it go back a little bit. But I was smart enough to go, I should go inside now and pretend I was never in this car. And then I get inside, and about 10 minutes later, I hear this crash, and the car rolled down into the neighbor's car, the Swansons across the street. So maybe 30 years later, we're all having cocktails at Thanksgiving because they would come over. And I go, remember that time I was in the car and I shifted it and it rolled back into your car? Oh, the neighbors weren't mad, but my dad was super mad.
My parents, we had our hangout room was on the 3rd floor. And we had all kinds of Ninja Turtle figures, right? So my brothers would hang them out the 3rd story window and like make them like, they would like throw them out the window, see how far down they would get them, or they'd lower them all the way down to the ground or whatever. So there was string and a Ninja Turtle figure. Well, my dad had just painted the walls. I got the bright idea of hooking it up to the fan. And it started off real slow. So it was just swinging around like he's hanging out. And then I was like, let's amp this up a little bit. So I turned it up to high. Well, he flew off and left a little mark on the wall. My dad figured it out pretty quick which one it was, because he could put the foot right up to it. And it fit in there perfectly, right? So, of course, they thought it was my brother's. So, and they interrogated us for like a couple of hours, it seemed like. I don't know how long it was, but nobody would break. Well, because my brothers wouldn't break because they didn't do it. I wouldn't break because I knew that they would think it was the boys, right? So, yeah, that's one of those stories that came out about 10 years later that I fessed up that I was the one that did it, because I knew I'd be in trouble.
So here's I think I put it up on screen. Here is during one of the big snowstorms. Here's Captain Picard's Borg gnome in the snow. I buried him and took a picture. I don't even know if you can see that. But yeah, they're all over the place. I have them all, I think.
Oh, that's great. How much snow did you get?
I miss snow.
That was last year, and I think I had about 18 inches. Remember, I live kind of out in the sticks, so.
Right.
But yeah,
because this always happens for whatever reason on my birthday, and Mother Nature decides to like give me the big middle finger. So it's supposed to start off at like 44 degrees that morning, and then quickly decline to where it's going to ice over whatever was wet from the rain, sleet, and then dump 5 to 8 inches of snow on top of it. Yay, go me!
Ay. Uh-oh, I just dropped a stitch, everyone. panic attack. Anyway, okay, I'll be good.
You dropped a stitch. So what are you knitting right now?
I'm working on
The
my
hat?
Texas Chainsaw
You're
hat.
working on
Yeah,
the
so
hat?
I've just started the color work where I'm going to build the leather face going up.
So, I mean, I know when I've done loom knitting is I have to like tie it off and form a, cut it, form a knot, and then add the next color in. Now, with what you're doing, like, do you literally have to stop and change yarn every single time you're doing like 2 stitches and then you switch to like a black and then?
So yeah, I've got 2 colors connected, and then it's called intarsia, it's painting with yarn. So that's even what you see on the figures, that each stitch, when we change colors, it's represented by those V knit stitches, because that's how you actually do it in knitting. So yeah, I just switch colors. I have a extra piece of yarn in the back, and I just switch colors as I go.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm also adding some blood. We're gonna have some blood on the chainsaw up above.
Oh, Willy Wonka. Yeah. Eric, I don't know. You might not have been on the first show. She showed off the micro Willy Wonka. She's got the boat, Willy Wonka.
Here, I'll show them again.
All right.
This is my box of micros.
That is your box of gold. Because I will be buying every single micro that you guys put out.
Here's the micro factory, which is amazing. I love
it looks so good for being so small.
Cross stitch stitches there on the factory corners.
The way that you captured the word Wonka in there is amazing, though. It's just like the Mystery Machine.
And then here's an Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa.
Loompa Doompa Dee Doo. Here's Willie. So I will definitely do a larger box for him in the micro, because I just think he's so fun.
Oh, now I see why you said you need him to have a different box.
Here's the biggest brat in the movie.
I love you got her in the red dress, though, Veruca. I want to know.
What right now? And then here's our hero, Charlie Bucket.
Aww. Oh, I love the hair.
And then, okay, this is pretty funny. Violet.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
She even has her little ponytail, her hair pulled back.
Oh, the hair on her is great too.
Yeah. And then we did the boat. I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but remember the boat in the Chocolate River? Here's the boat.
I like the boat. I mean, that is a trippy scene, but I love that boat.
Yeah, that was a scary scene. Now this is my favorite. Is Augustus Gloop.
Oh, and he's covered in chocolate.
Yeah,
that's great.
I think I'll eat him just for your show. No, just kidding.
I was gonna say he's covered for the show today.
But those are my micros. Just hide back here.
I want a jacket, please.
A jacket of what?
Grumpy and Dopey. Yeah, Grumpy and Dopey. So like the 7 dwarfs and stuff like that. So my Disney loving heart needs Figment and Orange Bird. Oh, Figment would be awesome, Mary.
I'd have to check and see what our licensing agreement covers.
The other one I thought about it that I wanted, and I know these turn into this is what we all want kind of a show. But the other one I thought about is Remy, because I'd love to have a chef one.
I think we do have that license. So we have a master list, and it's got 600 different licenses and characters we can do. So we're just getting, dipping our toe into what we can do.
Yeah. So earlier when you said we probably won't have 2,000, I feel like we're definitely going to have over 2,000.
The big comfy couch.
I'll be retired by then, Michael. You'll be running it by then.
Good for me.
I doubt it.
I've become a walking billboard for you guys. I'm not even kidding. Like I literally everywhere I go, I'm like, "Do you guys have handmade by robots?" Oh, you don't? I don't. And I'm like, "Oh, they're like, what is that?" I'm like, "Let me show you."
Somebody reached out to me yesterday and said, "Hey, somebody was in our store and they were talking about handmade by robots, so we're reaching out to you." but I don't know. Was it that store you were in that you were saying had everything? What was the name of that store?
Sergeant Reds.
It wasn't them. So you've been out talking about us to somebody else, or somebody has been.
Well, I've been in like every single well, not every single. I've probably been in 8 to 10 different stores around the area. Mostly because I was looking for the older ones if they had been stuff, and then I just shoot my mouth off. So I was in Box Lunch down in Taylor, and I know that they're not going to carry them, but I knew that, but then I showed them off, and then the girl's like, I need to order that.
So I would love to. So we're open. We have a vendor agreement with Hot Topic and Box Lunch.
I don't blame you.
Good. Yeah, this is.
I really don't blame you. But
their margin requirement.
I knew they weren't in there, but I like to show them off.
We just wouldn't make any money. So you guys said earlier about how you would order from Hot Topic and they would have it in a bag instead of a box. Well, now they're relying on the vendors. They're trying to put it all back on the vendors to, okay, we want you to individually bubble wrap each figure. Mm-hmm. And then they also, I'm so getting in trouble right now. They also, everything has UPC codes. All of our products have UPC codes. It's a universal way of, pricing stuff. It's scannable. Hot Topic. Now, yeah, I'm going to get fired tomorrow, but that's okay. Hot Topic makes you put individual stickers from their system on every box. And I'm thinking, upgrade from the 90s, people. Let's get some UPC codes going. Okay, I'll stop now. Michael's like, oh God, Mary, be quiet.
No, actually, I worked for them for a little bit, and everything they do is a mess. Like their backroom stuff, the system is very confusing, so I can understand why. Well, not that they should, but I understand why they ask for their own individual stuff, because their whole system is ancient and very confusing.
So I think they just need to upgrade. Then we'll get in there. I love the Dalmatians to go with Cruella. I think that's very good. I like it.
Another thing I know people have asked me is, and I know the answer to this, but I don't think other people is there. A lot of people are asking if you guys are going to start hitting the circuits to either the Comic-Cons or things like that, because I think people, now that they've seen you guys on YouTube, they kind of want to meet you guys in person.
Yeah.
Ask our new guy Michael. He knows all about it.
So we've already applied for the soonest one we're hoping to do is MegaCon in Orlando. That's going to be in May. We're also looking at Spooky Empire possibly, with a very special situation there. I don't know if we shouldn't talk about it yet, I guess, right? No.
Yeah, we're looking to have someone come and sign in the booth. We'll see.
So that'd be really cool. Emerald City Comic Con, of course. We're looking at.
I'm sure Michael's been awesome with the social media stuff, but I think if you'd probably get to put some faces with some of the names in the comments that are in the chat. If it was like a tangible experience where they could meet you guys.
Yeah, I've had a few people already reach out and be like, if you do places close by, we're going to help.
I'm actually moving down to Fresno next week. I don't know if John and his wife know that, but I'm going to move into their house next week. Just run everything from there. Yeah, so they're probably not aware of that, but oh well.
William Shatner is coming to Motor City Comic Con, so I'm going to take my Kirk and I'm going to get that Kirk signed.
Oh my God, I might send you an extra and have you get it signed for me. When is that show?
That's May. It's like the 15th through the 18th, I think, or 13th to the 15th. It's right in there.
Michael, put that on our list, because I would love to have a booth where Brandy's there. Then I have an excuse to go meet her.
Which one?
The whatever she just said.
Motor City Comic Con. I was shocked they got Shatner this year. I forget who else is coming. They usually have some bigger ones when they get closer. But I actually went out and bought a pop a couple years ago, the Wedge Antilles, because that guy was coming. And then I kept trying to find Kiefer Sutherland, because he was coming as well. But as soon as I saw Shatner, I was like, ooh. So I might actually order a second one, so I have one that's not signed up, and then I get one signed.
So we have Lost Boys, and we're trying to decide what to do with it. So if there's any Lost Boy fans, you tell me about it. San Diego Comic-Con. So that's an excellent question, Eric. So First of all, getting in there is tough, and we're really trying to design our booth. Right now, our first birth was like, hey, here's some banners and a bunch of product, and let's everyone buy some stuff. So we're trying to upgrade our booth a little bit, and I feel like San Diego Comic-Con is kind of the creme de la creme. So we're trying to design a booth and make it look really cool, but we're not quite there yet, and we're not in yet. Okay,
I
John.
think Motor City is one of the ones we rejected because it's
John says he's
4
got
days
room,
before Comic-Con.
but you better be ready to play some video games. Have you seen their pinball arcade that they have?
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
The infinity table.
John, if you have Marble Madness, I seriously will move down there because that was my favorite one.
That's like my life goal is when we move to the next house is I want to get myself one of those infinity game tables. That's going to be the coffee table. I've met some resistance to that idea.
Yeah, these things happen.
So you got anything else to show off? Because I've pretty much eaten everything that I know.
Let me see. I have Dumbledore, but I feel like everyone's seen Dumbledore. I showed you Ron. I showed you Danny. We looked at Snape. We looked at micros. Yeah, I think everything that I have that's exciting has been shown.
Do the comic book brothers?
Eric, I will not be cosplaying at the character. I'll just be myself. I'll be my own character. I'll just walk around with some knitting needles.
Mary, if you want, I'll come dressed as Chewbacca. I have that costume.
You have that outfit? Okay. I'm sure your height helps.
It's like the full
scenario.
furry. It's so hot when I wear that thing inside of there that it was probably 30 degrees out 2 years ago.
Ooh.
And that's all I had on with a t-shirt and jeans underneath. What's up, Ezra? How are you?
Campbell's Collecting says they didn't see Dumbledore, so we're going to show Dumbledore. So here's the box. And then I will take Dumbledore out as well. I'm so bad at this.
Because we've seen the real hat.
You have. So, yeah. So, in fact, we should compare the two and see how I did. So, some of you know I had to knit the factory the hat because they couldn't figure out the decreases on the top. So, here is Dumbledore.
Nailed it with the glasses.
Yep. And then here is Hannibal Lecter wearing Dumbledore's knitted hat, his sample hat. A little bit different color, but he's very slouchy. Hold on. Let me get him. So that's what I had to knit the factory to show him how to do that. Because if you look at the top of this one, you'll see how the decreases go. That's how you actually decrease on a hat.
After the first time you were on and you showed that off, yeah, Caitlin's gonna be Han Solo. Caitlin's always solo. Oh, the first time you showed that off, I actually went out and looked at like screenshots of Dumbledore from the movies, and I was like, "Dang, they did such a good job!" I mean, the coloring on it and everything.
Well, it's so nice, because when you are a licensee, you have access to thousands and thousands of photos and style guides, and like you go down the rabbit hole. I know, like I went down the rabbit hole looking at all the RoboCop behind the scenes stuff. Like how they made the costumes and, just, yeah, there's so much, like even the Addams Family, all the stills from the original TV show are amazing. So I love all that stuff.
I think why this is a genius idea with the Handmade by Robots, and I'm sorry it's moving around because I'm holding my phone. Why it's genius though is because with the knitting, you guys can give such realistic texture to the clothing and the outfits that they have on, because that's what knit would look like when it's laying.
Exactly.
But you give such depth to that.
So I would say anybody look at your clothes right now, even a woven, everything is knitted. Everything has a knit pattern to it. So your t-shirt, your knitted, everything. So that's what causes that drape and all that good stuff.
All right, chat. So those of you guys that have purchased figures or want to purchase figures, what is your favorite one that you've purchased so far, or what is the one that you are looking for that's coming out soon?
I'm going to go back to Leatherface here.
I'm so excited. I got my first. I don't want to call them eggs. Like I want to give them like some sort of a cool name so that they're not like pigeonholed into the egg thing, like oblong orbs or something.
Let's not do that.
Orbs. Call them orbs.
Ooh,
I
like what
said
Eric.
Sloth and Ralphie were my two of my favorites. Those are probably my top two. I know John and Allie went through like a top 10. Obviously the two in the clear box is back right here. Those two are those
So
I'm being buried with.
John had asked me a question on his, well, he asked Lead Robot Mary Alexa a question about the Superman shirt, and it's not on the box, but it's on the figure. And then actually Andrew and I were talking about that in detail today. And then we jumped in the Warner Brothers licensing portal and looked at all the photos. I swear, all these movies in the rights. So the movie maker didn't have the rights to put Superman on the shirt. So so we talked about this. They actually, all the pictures of Sloth in the archives have it whited out. They've taken and just whited out as Superman logo. But since DC owns Sloth and the Star and Superman, I was able to put it on the figure, but for stills from the movie, I'm not allowed to put the Superman logo on there. That was super confusing, but God bless you.
Ruker says, I was super excited about the FYE Ghostface when Brandy told me what we got. LOL. Yeah, well, I mean, Michael and I were both watching that. Beyond stoked for the rest of the gang. Harry Potter. Landmark says, Landmark, congratulations on your win too. I mean, that was very, very smart to throw the dog in there, holding on to your Handmade by Robot. This was my fave now. Excited to get my hands on Harry Potter minis.
We do have some minis planned. We do have some Mike. Oh, there's the minis, the 4-pack of minis, which are coming, and then we do have some micros we're designing as well.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see them collaborating with the techs, like the tech, those tech things. The dude stands there looking like he's pouting with the thing that looks like a winged hockey helmet on.
I don't know what that means. Help me out.
I'm assuming that's what it is. There's a collectible line, text something, and there's like a guy that looks like it almost looks like an Optimus Prime helmet, basically, and he's standing there with like a hoodie and shoes and stuff. But they collaborate with different companies and like mix the two ideas together.
Are they like a designer toy company or something like that, or?
Yeah, it's like I'll shoot you guys a picture of it after we're done.
Okay.
It's like Tech 29 or Tech 49.
Brandy's gone dark. Brandy, how's your tummy? You feel okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, no, that's not that. I don't know who that. I'm great. It takes a lot to do. That's what I've learned from doing this show is I've pushed myself beyond the limits that I thought I could do, especially with the spicy stuff. And then, like the larva almost did it. Like I was ready to go. Like I felt it coming back up my throat when I did that. But other than that, I've been pretty good. The Jello, I don't know if you guys go back and watch with Jeremy from. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? What's Jeremy's channel? I'm drawing a blank. Tech 63. There. Thank you, Bob. Jeremy and I did jellified Thanksgiving dinner. So we jellified turkey. We jellified green bean casserole, pumpkin pie. That was pretty good. Mashed potatoes and gravy. The green bean casserole, we both almost yacked. And then we jellified tacos and salsa and refried beans and all kinds of stuff too. So like when I want to do some sort of a Jello dinner, I reach out to Jeremy.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get Eric. We need to get Eric a con around Eric and get him involved. Mr. in charge of the schedule.
Circus in Reno will have a con in June in case.
What town is Eric in?
He's in Reno, I think, or Lake Tahoe. My close, Eric.
Well, if you guys don't
we were
Motor
looking
City
at
Comic-Con,
Fan
I'm wearing my
Expo
shirt.
in Vegas. So maybe.
Huh.
I'll look into it.
Thanks. I just drew a blank, you guys. This is stressful last couple hours. It still won't load. I don't know what's going on.
Brandy, thank you for letting me crash your birthday party and your eating extravaganza.
Oh, absolutely. You guys know that you're welcome anytime. I love being the vehicle where you well, selfishly, I like to see what you guys are putting out anyway. So you guys are welcome anytime. You know that. Yeah, we're gonna take off because I gotta go feed the dog. And
Yep.
I gotta clean all this chocolate out of this little machine so that it doesn't harden up on me and ruin it. So Michael, I appreciate you stopping by as well. I did promise that I would eat a dong for you though.
Oh, good. Let's do it. The dong.
So I have to do this one-handed.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. So the final dip of the evening will be a dong. And this is for my crafting ladies. And this is for Michael. That's pretty good. All right. Michael, send me your address. I got to send you some of these. They're awesome.
Okay.
All right. Everybody,
Bye.
great night.
All right.
Mary, Michael, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday night. I think we're going to try and get together for Umpty's birthday. So I'll work on it. So thank you guys. Have a great night.